Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good March Madness 2013. We're down to the final four. It's time to run some simulations on the last two games to be played. And I don't know, is Wichita State going to pull it out? Maybe. This is how you do it. I want to show you how you can get a gauge about who has the best chance of winning your bracket, your tournament, based on your results. All we have to do is run some simulations here. And let's do a simulation that says, for example, Wichita State wins, which probably isn't going to happen, but you never know. And Michigan wins, and then let's say that Michigan wins the final. This is a scenario where Michigan wins the final, and Wichita State wins the other round game, and obviously Michigan wins their Final Four game. If you look at this new sheet that I've created, or actually if you just go to the standings, you press refresh first. I've changed the standings around a little bit. I added a rank column. I got this set up as a rank, and when I refresh, then you're given the option of seeing what would happen under this scenario. I guess I already pressed refresh. And the scenario was Michigan over Wichita State. If you were to grab, like the top 10, I grabbed the top 10 results or top 10 ranked teams right here. You get this, you could copy it. And I don't need to do this right now, but I'm showing you what I did in case you want to do it yourself. You go to this, another sheet I created called Final Four Scenarios. And I listed each one of the possible scenarios, which team could beat which team. And the one we just did was Michigan over Wichita State. So if I show you that it's the same exact list, it's this one starting right here. I could paste it right here, and you would see that it's exactly the same. Dustin Kina, Susan McCoy. I've already put it there, so no big deal. We don't have to put it there now. But I've gone through every single scenario. Okay, how many scenarios are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scenarios, because there are 9 scenarios. Louisville wins. Yeah, Louisville can win in 2 possible scenarios. Wichita State can win in 2 possible scenarios. Michigan can win in 2 possible scenarios. And Syracuse can win in 2 possible scenarios. Michigan. Yep. So these are the 8. So now it's pretty easy from this point forward. Once you've done this and you've pasted in your ranks and your points for everything, you just go put filters on top of here. Press data filter. And say, all right, well, I want to see only the instances where there's a rank of number 1. Who has the number 1 option? So I can do it many different ways. I'll just click the little 1 there. And I accidentally clicked 2. So let's try to type in 1. Let's go faster. And that'll give me 1 and 10. That's an interesting Excel phenomenon right there. Don't want to do that. Let's clear that out again. And just click on the 1. Just right there. Slow day today. So what do we have? Well, we have our 8 scenarios. This is a count of 8, right? So within these scenarios, you can see that these are these are the entrants that will win given on the scenarios. How many. If Louisville beats Syracuse, Rashida's going to win. If Wichita State beats Syracuse, Rashida's going to win. Alves has Louisville over Michigan, so he probably has Michigan, which is why he would be up there. These points will only matter in the end because these are all different scenarios here. But Dustin, Nick, Lyndon Russ, that's the suspect entry that I have allowed in because he sent me an email and he was pleading with me to allow his bracket, so you're in. He's got a 1 in 8 chance of winning. It's simple math at this point. You just say, well, how many times does this name appear divided by 8? Well, Lyndon Russ is 1 divided by 8. So you got a 12.5% chance. Pretty simple. And everybody else is going to have a 25% chance because they're 1/4, right? Or Albano Alves only has 1 as well. So 12%, 12.5%, 25%, 25%, 25%. And here's who to root for. Is you say, in all instances where Syracuse wins, Nick wins. When Michigan wins, Dustin wins. Wichita is broken up depending on who wins the Syracuse and Michigan game. And this is interesting. Rashida can win with Louisville or with Wichita State. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why that happens. It's because Rashida has Syracuse. Must be. And we can go back and we can look at how this works. Like if I type in Rashida here, or just look at round 6, and say who has. This is the winning game. winning game in the round. I'm going to go with entry picks. I'm going to say, all right, well, who has Syracuse? And the answers are, yeah, Nick has them. Nick has Syracuse. Interesting. So, oh yeah, that's in round 6. What about in round 5 and round 6? Who has Syracuse? And there's Rashida with Syracuse in round 5, which is why Rashida would win here, because Syracuse would win round 5, and that gets her the points she needs. So there you go. Those are the that's a fairly quick way to figure out the probabilities of who will win. If you have any questions, let me know. But these are the 8 scenarios. There are only 2 games left to go, and I don't know. Root for Wichita State. Who doesn't like the underdog? That's Ken's talk, and happy bracketing.